So Joe, I want to do a little role playing here with Anoop, Tom, and Michael. I'm going to lean on you a little bit. So Joe, of course, is the end customer. Let's assume he's got relationships with each of you, and he gets you into this virtual room. Says, okay, guys, I need you three to work together and help me. I got to support my business. I need the right tech. We've talked about some of the people problems. You don't want the tech, have to spend all the time on fixing tech. I got to get the right service levels for our users. I need to control my cost. Am I missing anything, Joe? But because I want the question to the panel is, how can the three of you come together to meet my needs? So Joe, am I missing anything in terms of your core needs? Maybe you could add some color to that. And then I want to ask the folks in the panel, how they're going to work together.
Yeah, Dave. Well, first of all, thank you again. And a couple things that I probably didn't say as well as I should have the first question. When you talk about digital transformation and you look at a company like a financial services company, one of the things that we aspire to, there's really two things. Our customer experience. We don't want to compete with our competitors, MetLife, and you name the insurance providers or financial services. We are competing with those companies from a customer experience that are born digital, right? You can imagine those types of companies. So that would be number one. And then when you turn to our business and look at the business side, same thing from how quickly can they consume IT services they need to deliver against their business goals. So I want to make sure that that's my more appropriate response for digital transformation. To this question here, I think each of these corporations, they are addressing, and I think Tom made a great statement, layer 8 might be one of maybe his greatest obstacles, maybe Amazon's as well. And I think the truth of the matter is that every corporation, you may have the best developers and writers of code that walk the face of the earth, but that doesn't mean they don't have to understand some of the basics of networking, right? The basics of database performance and structure and indexing and the compute, right? So the challenge that the industry has is, can the businesses, the corporations, catch up from an expertise perspective, right? And can the corporations determine which tool in the toolboxes they should use? I think these companies are doing this. I think you look at the simplification of it, because you can't get from point A to point B at the speed of light. A larger corporation cannot. So the advancements and the simplification, the automation that Tom and Anoop speak of, and that NETSCOUT is also plugged into, those are very critical paths for corporations to be able to move with the agility that you spoke to at the beginning. That gap has to be bridged, right? And that's what I spoke to about accelerating the people, the layer 8 problem that Tom spoke to.